It's week 1 of the 2025 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's gonna be a good one. And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason. It's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL start.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night, and by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. In motion right, Watkins. 2nd and 4. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Burrow. And got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion left, Hardman. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw again. That one's taken in by Spears. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Boy, fingers crossed here. 1st quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
In motion, the tight end. Here's the 2nd and 7. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion right is Watkins. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you? And it's caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins from 3 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they go play action now. Burrow. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, When you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Quez Watkins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys have taken the lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. On the out route, he finds Hardman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here is 3rd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Burrow. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and a yard. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And Burrow going to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that moment. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second down and goal. Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jerome Baker. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Third and goal, Burrow. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. Oh, what a juke into space. He's still on his feet.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there. 52 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Put a man in motion left, Ridley.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete, right back to Ridley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow finding Hardman here over the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd down and 8.
They'll look to throw here. This pass complete to Higgins.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Bryce Young, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. DK Metcalf, a touchdown catch in the victory. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. On the option, here's Spears. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams.
What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the 1st half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Here's Burrow.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And here's a handoff out of the...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Chauncey Golston.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember, the last time out, They fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Stays on his feet. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And the slot man goes in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
On second down, they'll run it here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Burrow.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Burrow will throw. That's taken in by Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Hands it off out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Moss taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Burrow looking to pass.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he's up to the 40-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Bengals first down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 85 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
And they go play action now. Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete. Now a 2nd and 10.
And Burrow going to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
3rd and 4.
Here's Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To the air again, Burrow. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 3rd and 6.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
And he stopped immediately there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Taylor Britt on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.